the end of this series. Game number 1, Team Noob versus For the Dream.
Yep, this is the final for week 5. So, you know, we say Team Noob, of course, they're sitting really comfortable with their points overall, but still, there's a lot to be said about just keeping up the wins and the win streak and the records as Grizzly Q goes very aggressive over the wall and just trying to keep an eye on the entirety of Team Noob. So we're going to start with a little bit of invade from For the Dream, and Team Noob is going to react on the top side as well.
Yeah, this is exactly what they want to do. They have Lumber, they have Malik, and they have such a much stronger early game, and Tulin as well. And let's see here if Sherko's going to try to see this, and no, they're going to trade jungles, and that's exactly what Team Noob needs to do, because Nakroth, the reason why he's so good and dangerous is because he can run around and steal jungle all he wants. And Riz tries to get the steal there, but fails the jump, unfortunately, and does not get the steal. And look at the rotation coming from For the Dream here.
Yeah, For the Dream just kind of going through middle. They're doing it systematically, right? They know that their side was also invaded, so they say, all right, let's see if we can get a gank in mid. If not, let's reset, and it's going to be that 3-man roam once again. Mr. Range, Sherko, and Grizzly Q. Sherko just kind of coming in from the mid lane to get some assistance for each other. Violet comes in and picks up the buff. They do need Violet to kind of take that time to build up, similar to how we talked about Crash really needing some time to build up strength as well.
Yeah, what a perfect rotation there. They actually got Violet's rotation speed ahead, and Rain then rotates back to catch his wave. However, they do give up a Vision Seagull to Team Noob, which is going to basically give 07 a level lead eventually. He'll turn level 4 first. However, look at the rotation coming from For the Dream. They're going to secure the Spirit Sentinel, which is huge, and puts them more in the gold lead.
Yeah, they should have the time here to go back to the Dragon as well. It's just getting started by the Crash, and there's 3, now 4 people from Team Noob, but For the Dream, they're here in time, only half health for the Abyssal Dragon. They're just jumping right in before the Dragon goes down. The Dragon now left alone, and that's going to be secured by Arena of Violet. The fight may be continuing. Rain just gets that shock off, but not enough to secure a kill. They're just going to chase out Team Noob all the way. Poor Crash having to run the long way around. Poseidon also being cut off. The poke continues to come in, and look For the Dream.
Look at that 5-man rotation. They made sure they shut down a jungle. And that's exactly how you counterplay against a Nakroth. Nakroth wants to run around your jungle. He has so many gap closers that he can just jump around and dance in your jungle to steal it. But since they're shutting down his jungle, they're now forcing him to be starved. And as a result, he's got to, in order to catch up, he's got to invade jungle. He's got to try to steal jungle, but that's going to put him at risk and get caught out here. And look at the camping that For the Dream makes. They're playing so sneaky.
Yeah, they're just keeping that jungle locked down. Like you talked about, Vex really not having much of an opening. 09 gets knocked up by that Lumber. That's going to be a reset as For the Dream.
Wow. Look at that. Vex got the blue golem, and Poseidon last skill shots and last hits that jungle monster. The mechanics on these players are just so fun to watch. I mean, their jungle got invaded, yet he still was able to secure the buff and made For the Dream waste their time with that engage, and that it didn't work out in their favor.
Yeah, For the Dream, I mean, they got the right starts that they wanted, but you're entirely correct. Team Noob, once again, showing their prowess that, like we said, it's not just the team as a unit, you know, all 5 people, but also every individual shines so much for Team Noob that they can overcome those obstacles that are thrown in their way. They're now keeping up. There's still a 1k difference because of the Abyssal Dragon, but Team Noob not really feeling that far behind just yet.
Yeah, this is key now. Crash is level 4. He has his ultimate. It's going to come down to how Crash and how Lumber is able to set up these ultimate plays. And look at the Lumber ultimate.
Wow, the
lockdown.
lockdown.
Go down. He's going to actually be able to get out using Angelic Splendor to save himself. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, that was a smart play, having to use whatever you can, and also just in time for the Abyssal Dragon, so Team Noob set up for it. It's not going down fast enough. Vex is going to be able to secure it, and Crash comes in with the ultimate, but gets blocked by the wall, so couldn't go over, has to chase down. First blood goes to Poseidon. Is he going to start his rampage across the entire match? We see him still hanging out as Crash offers that front line, and now Crash ultimate ends, and the entire team of Team Noob backs out.
Man, what expert play there. Team Noob saw the Malik ultimate. They saw it was telegraphed. They then back off. They didn't let the entire team get hit by the ultimate. And then Vex expertly secures the Abyssal Dragon. That was such a clutch play that puts Team Noob right back into this game. And then they secure a kill by catching the Team For the Dream out of position there. And that's a positive trade there. Get first blood, get the dragon, and resulting in an even goal now.
Yeah, Rain's shot coming in, like you said, was telegraphed, but also left him away from the team. So for the Dream losing that 1 kill, now things are back even. We're about at the 5-minute mark, and Team Noob, you can tell the energy is kind of back in their favor. Mr. Rain perhaps getting caught out once again. They're Lumber with a nice knockup, but Mr. Rain still falling solo. Crash slows him down by pushing him against the wall, but Rain is able to escape. Never mind, Poseidon jumps in with a lot of burst, but seeing Shurko on the side, Poseidon smartly backs out, not getting a second kill just yet.
Yeah, Poseidon is playing this Liliana so well. He's landing almost every skill shot, doing so much burst damage, and as a result, he's basically forcing the enemy team to run away from a Liliana when you want to do the opposite. You want to engage onto her and kill her immediately because of the amount of burst and AoE damage she can provide to her team. So this is working out really well for Team Noob in terms of how aggressive they're playing against, and are really aggressive for the Dream.
Yeah, meanwhile, we haven't seen too much from Rez just yet. A couple rotations, 07 going down very low on that Yorn, but able to turn around, try to provide some poke, but it's not going to be good enough for 09 and 07 to fight this 2v2. They'll back out, slow things down. Vex looking for another opportunity. And we do have Poseidon just trying to clear the wave, see if there's a window to roam around. The Dragon's back up. They're looking for that timing. Rez is already halfway down the map for the Dream. So we have Zenio having to come in with a good ult. Miss Rain comes down. The shock only hitting 09, so not much damage. But 09's caught out. Not used his ultimate just yet. Turns it around. Knocks 2 people against the wall. The Dragon goes to Vex 9. Team Noob with that advantage out of the objective. Shurko so low. Barely blinks out. 09 still rampaging on 3 people. Gets out with a sliver of health. And this is what we saw from Team Noob, going in and back out and fighting that skirmish, able to get another couple kills, 3-0, another kill for Poseidon. That's 4-0 in favor of Team Noob.
Man, what a play. Vex again steals the Dragon. They back off when the Malik is ulting. He doesn't get much of the team, and I felt like he could have positioned that shock ultimate to hit more of Team Noob, but Team Noob just showing why they are the #1 team right now. I mean, this synergy and the way they're counter-engaging, they turn around a deficit and now into a nice healthy lead, and Poseidon for Team Noob.
Yeah, 2-0-1 already out of the 4 kills for Team Noob. Poseidon showing that prowess once again. I mean, if this trend continues, that Liliana has to be a big consideration for a ban or a first pick on the side of For the Dream. Now, Rain getting caught out a little bit, gets the stun, but gets out with the shock, using that ultimate as an escape this time around. We are going to see Team Noob pressuring this bottom side of the map. They should get that tower, and that puts them at 2 towers to none.
Wow, they need to shut down 07 again. He's playing Yorn, who's so weak in the early game. They're not able to get any kills or ganks on him, and as a result, he's now getting fed. 4.4k gold lead, the highest and most fed on Team Noob. He already has Fafnir's talent, that attack speed, that lifesteal. Now he's building towards even more damage. It's going to make him a force to be reckoned with once he reaches 2 tier 3 damage items.
Yeah, Vex just showing up for a quick little cheeky attempt at a steal and maybe a bit of a bait, but no one biting too hard for the Dream. Able to chase the enemies out of their own jungle, try to reset. But Team Noob starting to encroach slowly but surely into the side of For the Dream. I mean, that red side of the jungle now contested all throughout. Abyssal Dragon being left on. Vex actually leaves the Dragon as Rez gets brought down to half health. Sentinel will be secured for Team Noob. Dragon restarted. Vex and Poseidon, they seem pretty confident, but sure, there's 3 people. Violet coming in as well. They get stunned. Grizzly Q on there, gets the knockout. Can they get the steal? No. Vex, once again, what a perfect secure for that Abyssal Dragon. Oh, and
yeah, Dark there. That was insane. The amount of damage from Yorn here on 7. And look at the gold and item advantage there. They have already three tier 3 items done. Nakroth and Yorn have the Spirit of Longinus. That means they're able to pierce and shred a ton of armor from the person that they're going to focus. So now they got to be really careful. Even if you're attacked by Grizzly, you can get knocked down really easy. Look at the damage they burst that they got to Rez.
Yeah, Rez is really low. Violet has to watch out, has to back out. Grizzly Q just trying to buy some time, but gets left behind for a quick kill. And that's going to be another tower for Team Noob. The engine has been put into full throttle, and they're just pushing forward as they try to pressure this high ground tower. Violet's back for full health, same with Rez, but Shurko now the one brought down to half. So much poke coming in from both Poseidon and 07. Once again over the wall, and a Nice snipe by 07 right as Rain tries to start a fight with Shock. Before the Dream, a second too late. They lose 2 members, and they're going to have to back out.
Oh my god, Valor just got deleted by... Look at the item difference. He cannot out-trade the Yorn right now. He just has a rank breaker and a cleaving sword. That is not enough damage to out-trade the Yorn. And unfortunately, Violet falls and look at Vex here. Oh my goodness.
Nice snipe. Vex playing that perfectly, just trying to back out and then get the more secure kill. 07 being map aware, perfect accuracy when that ultimate picks up the kill, and now both high ground towers in the mid and bottom side of the map being pressured. One goes down, the second one at half health. Rain not able to fight Vex9. Vex9 barely losing any health as he fights that Malik, and that's going to be 2 high ground towers down. All 5 members will be up soon for the Dream, but 2 of them low once again, so they're gonna have to replenish. The minions are just getting wiped out. Vex goes in. Rain jumps way far forward, trying to get the shock onto the enemy team, but Team Noob has no regard for that. Res goes down. We see the Malik going down as well. Shirko trying to stay alive on that Tula, but it's not enough damage.